Hey, hi, Sue Moore here, your guide to healthy and beautiful skin. Today, the question is, how good are you at keeping promises to yourself? You know, we've done a couple of videos in the last few days with the new decade and just right around the corner, literally, and what are we going to do differently and how are we going to keep ourselves accountable. And so the result is different at the end of 2020 than it is at the end of 19. And our good intentions are great because right now you're kind of hopefully in the planning mode. You're writing things down. Yeah, I can do that. I prefer not to do this. And those kinds of things. But unfortunately, experience shows us that it's so easy to rationalize not doing what you want because it's just yourself. So you're breaking the promise to yourself. It's just me. And so before you know it, it's maybe, let's just say 3 weeks into the new year, and everything that you wanted to get done is gone poof, up in the air. You know why? Because it's easy to break promises, as I said, to ourselves. Now think about it this way. All of us have a butt list. Here is a butt list. And on here, these are some of the excuses we tell ourselves. I'm busy, but I have kids, but my circumstances are different, but I'm fearful. And the list goes on and on and on. And hi, Linda, thanks for jumping on. The list goes on and on and on. So there are 3 things that you can do to just be mindful of to make sure that you are not breaking promises to yourself and that, in fact, you will be able to put into implementation all of the new things you want to incorporate, or just maybe it's one thing you want to incorporate into your daily method of operation. So here there are 3 things. The first one is to be very clear about what your promise is to yourself and what you want to accomplish in the new year. What are you really promising yourself? How will you know when you have fulfilled that promise? And this is the most important. How will you feel when you accomplish the promise? Or even easier, not easier, but closer, is how will you feel when you can actually see the results coming in sooner than you had anticipated? And the smallest result, the smallest win counts, okay? So that's number 1. Be very clear on what you're trying to accomplish. The second thing is journal your responses. Or your promises, I should say, so that you can keep, I don't know about you, but I say I'm going to do something, and then 2 days later, sometimes I've forgotten it, just because of life, But every step, as I was just saying, every step does count toward your journaling, okay? So journal your promise to help with your motivation. So you're saying, I'm doing this, and then I got that. And so even though it's just maybe a small step in the right direction, it's a win. Pat yourself on the back. Something went right. Also, when you're journaling and you're looking at these small wins, because they all add up, you are helping yourself with motivation when the going gets tough. When you just flat out don't want to do it. You're sick, you've got a headache, the wash needs to be done, whatever it is, you just don't want to do it. And you say, I promised myself, and I'm not breaking the promise to myself any longer. And so that journal will help you, keep you on target. I've got 3 for each of the different platforms that I'm on, and then 1 I just keep for myself. So then the third thing would be, perhaps if you're into this, is finding an accountability buddy. Sometimes it's just easier to keep promises to other people than it is to ourselves. Whatever works, right? Okay. And then I usually find it's more fun when you're sharing your results, or you're having a conversation with someone, and you think, I was going to do it this way, and then I decided I was going to do that same thing another way, and I should have done it the first way. So I mean, this is clearly not a smooth road. There are rocks, and there are curves and hills and all of that stuff. But the most important part is that you have written something down. You have got a promise to yourself. and you have said to yourself, I'm going to get this done, and I know that means I'm going to have to change personally, either my daily method of operation or, well, it is your daily method of operation. And maybe that does include some additional coaching or what have you. So that's it for today. Don't let the but list get to you. If you'd like a copy of the but list, I'll be happy to send it to you. Just message me. And as I said yesterday, I have a wonderful, I call it my LinkedIn hack, on how I get to meet people I don't know and in many cases get to have a conversation with them about my product and my company. And I would be happy to share that with you if you'd like. So just message me and I will pop it on over to you. And that is it for today. Have a wonderful rest of Wednesday. Talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye.